So, when the hell should we sell our crypto? I was asked this yesterday, sometime recently, and I did not know how to give a short answer without being a wise ass. So, if you're watching, this is my more thorough answer. Hopefully it didn't come across too much of a dickhead when I responded to you. But it really all depends, right? I don't know what they meant by this question. Like, I don't know if they were asking, when is the bull run going to end? I don't know. I think it's going to be sometime around early summer. I'll call it late July or so. But that's my own thoughts, my opinions on it. I could be wrong, but I'd rather assume it's going to be earlier than late because I'll have some extra sitting in case I'm wrong. Where if I expect it's going to be later, I don't really have that option as, the backup plan because the time already passed. I don't think that's what was meant, but if that was the question, there's the answer. The other answers get far more convoluted than that, and because there's so many variables. The biggest one, I guess, is the way I have to go first, is what is your goal? Because that dictates everything else, at least in my opinion. Think about this for like exercise, right? Back in the day, I'd train people, and I'd ask all kinds of questions, but one thing would be like, okay, so medicine ball slams, are they good to do? Or deadlifting, is that one good to do? Okay, that one, the answer is yes. Or pick a random exercise, is it good to do? And my counter question every time was, what is your goal? Because is running good to do? I mean, I can say it's good to do. I mean, if you're trying to increase your cardiovascular health or you want to lose weight, yeah, running can be good to do. I'm not going to tell you it's the best thing to do, but it's not bad. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, go for Mr. Olympia, and you're not in the cutting phase, and even if you are, in all honesty, no, I don't think running's a good thing for you to do. It's not going to help you with your goal. So, silly little example, I suppose, but it's the very same with crypto. If your goal is to get $10,000 from $1,000, then you should sell at times and ways you can make $10,000. It really can be that easy, right? I mean, you can complicate it. Let's say if I put $1,000 into one coin, I can wait until it 10x's and sell it all. I can put $1,000 into a coin, sell 50% of it when it 5x's, and the other 50% when it 20x's, 15x's. Again, driving at math. You'll get the point to average out to that 10x. So, but your goal matters. Like, I've got a goal for me where with what I put in, I want to make on average about a 12x on everything, right? And if I have 7 crypto, maybe that means some of my coins that are more risky or lower market cap, I can get a 12 to 15x from it. And maybe some of the more safe ones, the smaller ones, the larger market caps, the ones that are getting smaller gains, I can sell it at 5 or 6x to where it still averages out to where I want it to be. So your goal really does dictate this, because if your goal is to make as much money as possible, that's not a goal. I'm sorry, it's not, because now you're going to more easily allow greed to come into play, because you want to make as much as you can. Oh, I put in 10K and now I've got 100K. You know what's better than that is 110K or 150K. And we keep waiting out, as opposed to if you had a goal of 100K, you can start pulling it out. And then when you're around the 80 or 90, you can start reassessing. You're like, I can now lengthen some of my sales and see if I make it 125, right? But you need a starting point to keep yourself honest and keep yourself to your own shit, right? So you can't have a plan without a goal. And the whole cliche, not having a plan is planning to fail, or failing to have a plan is planning to fail. I mean, it's true. And right now we're talking about your money, right? Which I hope is something that you don't want to lose. At least I'm definitely trying not to lose mine. So when should you sell your crypto? It really depends on your goal and then your belief, right? Which I kind of almost feel dumb bringing like belief and philosophy and all that stuff into crypto. But I mean, we don't know shit in crypto, right? If any crypto expert, which I got a super, let's double air quote that one, tells you that they know this, unless they are referring to something that's already happened, we don't know jack shit, right? It's all speculation and guesses. So it does come down to, what do we think, right? I think, or I believe, the bull run is going to end, or its peak is going to be around early summer. Based off of that belief, I want to have most of my crypto sold before that. If my belief was the top of the bull market is right now, I would sell all my stuff now, right? So what your goal is and what are your beliefs about the market really dictates most of this, from my opinion. Right? And where do you get your beliefs from? It's from researching. Is getting other people's opinions, figuring out where did they get their opinions from, you learning things on your own and filling in those holes with your new opinions based off of your new information and other people's opinions. Right? So I can't tell you when to sell. I'm on the fence about how often I'm going to tell you guys when I sell. I'll tell you, I already have a plan, and I recommend this for all of you guys too, especially if you have a detailed goal, like a specific number or a range that you want, like I do, is write out a plan. And I don't think I'm doing a video like this. There's plenty of other people who have. I don't really want to just call out certain people that I like, but find YouTubers that you trust and listen to them. So write out a plan based on your goal. If you have basic Excel spreadsheet knowledge, or if not, then you got to do what I did and go on YouTube and learn it for 20 minutes first, perfectly fine. But I wrote up a whole Excel sheet for all of my crypto, how many of each coin I bought, what is the average cost I had for it, what is the total amount that I've invested into it, what is the highest price I'm willing to dollar cost average or continue to buy in at, and what are my sell limits at? How many of crypto A am I going to sell at what price? And I've already put my sell limits into my exchanges, so there's no more thinking about it. And I have it set up to come out a little higher, actually, we'll call it a little bit higher than what my goal is. I do that for one, in case I estimate things wrong and sell myself a little short, gives myself a little bit of wiggle room. And then the best case scenario is I just make more than my goal. But I have it written out, and I could probably tell most of them off the top of my head. I've looked at the charts a decent amount, but I got the Google Docs that shows me exactly what I wrote down, what I thought, so I don't have to try to memorize. I don't have to try to pivot at times when I get emotional about the market, seeing it went up really high or went down really far. Let's look back at the spreads, be like, oh yeah, that's right, I have X amount sold at this price. And it's a plan. I thought about it and I created a plan when I was in a calm, logical mindset, not when I'm looking at charts and see a freaking crypto of mine that just plummeted 70% in 2 days, because I won't be in that sound of a mind. So when you make plans, I recommend that too, right? Do it at a time when you can do a more logical plan, not when you are overly excited or nervous about the market. So this is probably a quicker video, but I just wanted to touch base on this one a little bit, because I know that's a very common question people ask, is about when to sell and everything, and that stuff is so personal and individualized. So thank you guys again. For all of you who are new, thank you for joining. If you like this, please join officially and become a subscribe, be a member. It would be wonderful to have you guys here. Comment below about any questions, comments, anything from you think that I'm completely full of it, to asking questions or agreeing or any of that stuff. I like hearing, trust me, I like confirmation bias too. Feel free to tell me you're on board. Ring the little ding thing, get more notifications, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you all. Peace.